Have you ever felt insecure when you realize that your performance may no longer be as satisfying as before? Have you ever wondered if there is something natural, safe, and risk-free that can really make a difference in the size and firmness of your member? What if I told you that thousands of men are discovering alternatives that are never talked about in doctors' offices, and that these alternatives are changing not only their nights, but also the way their wives look at them? There is a reason why so many couples are reconnecting intensely. And no, it's not a miracle, nor surgery, nor magic formulas. The truth is that there are natural methods being ignored due to lack of knowledge. And the scariest thing is knowing that many men simply accept an uncomfortable situation as if it was something normal due to their age or destiny. They accept the time, the tiredness, the silence, while the woman next door tries to hide her frustration so as not to hurt the ego of the one she loves. The problem is that this silence kills intimacy little by little, and what was once passion ends up becoming just coexistence. But what if, even today, you could discover simple and natural ways to reverse this situation? Methods that involve no risks, no dangerous medications, no invasive surgeries, but that act directly where it matters most, and the best, with real results, tested and used by ordinary men like you, who just decided to take action. In this video, you'll learn 3 little-known strategies that can completely transform the way you feel and the way your wife reacts to you. But be careful. The third method, despite being natural, can cause such an intense effect that many people prefer to keep this secret to themselves. So stay with me until the end, because this could be the video that will restore not only your self-confidence, but also the admiration in the eyes of the woman you love. And maybe, at the end of it all, she'll actually thank you every night. The first method I'm going to show you now is so powerful that it seems impossible. It's so simple. But the truth is that when used consistently, it not only improves your local circulation, but also reactivates areas of the body that were dormant. And yes, we are talking about areas directly linked to the size and power of your member. Have you ever heard of body rooting exercises? Few people know about them, but they are practices that have been used for centuries in Eastern traditions to increase vital energy in the pelvic region. And here's the secret. This energy, when accumulated correctly, promotes the physical stimulation of the tissues and muscles around the penis, generating more volume, control, and resistance. Imagine that you could wake up your entire body from the inside out, just with simple movements and body positions that activate areas that most men completely ignore. We're talking about postures that only last 3 to 5 minutes a day, but that reposition your muscular base so intensely that you feel the heat rise through your abdomen and descend directly to your intimate area. This heat is not psychological. It is real. It's blood flowing, it's muscles expanding, it's health being activated where there was weakness before. And the most impressive thing is that all of this can be done in the comfort of your home, without devices, without pain, without embarrassment. Just you with your body and the decision to regain your power naturally. Start standing with your feet shoulder width apart. Slightly bend your knees, gently contract your abdomen, and imagine that you are pushing the floor with your feet. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and stay there for 2 minutes, just feeling the weight of your body anchoring itself to the floor. This exercise, despite seeming silly, activates the perineum, the muscles at the base of the penis, and the pelvic floor. The 3 structures that support erect size and firmness during intercourse. If done every day, this simple movement begins to send more blood to the corpora cavernosa, improves oxygenation, and, over time, strengthens the ligaments that support the limb. Result? Greater forward projection, a feeling of visible increase, and most importantly, renewed self-confidence. Because it's not enough to grow physically. You need to grow inside too. And what this method does is give you back control over your own body. Now think with me. How many times have you stopped to really take care of your intimate health? How many times have you been waiting for a magical solution without realizing that your own body has the power to regenerate and strengthen itself when given the right stimulus? This method costs nothing, but its return could be incalculable. And the most beautiful thing about all this is realizing that when a man feels good about himself again, he changes the environment at home. He starts to look at his wife differently, and she notices, she feels, she responds. And it is at that moment that you discover that true pleasure goes far beyond what meets the eye. It is in the presence, don't touch, in the silent reunion between two bodies that once again understood each other. If you're watching this far, it's because you feel like you need to change, and that is already a huge step. Now we just need to act. I want to invite you, with all due respect and affection, to subscribe to this channel. Here, I bring content that few have the courage to talk about, but that can save the intimate lives of many couples. Sign up now, activate the bell, and don't miss the next videos, because what's coming will open your mind like never before. Now, I'm going to reveal a second method that works in a completely different way. It doesn't require physical effort or time, but it can transform its potency with an ingredient that may already be in your fridge. What you eat daily could be sabotaging or saving your virility, and few men have any idea of this. There is a specific type of food that, when consumed frequently, activates a silent mechanism within your body capable of drastically changing the way your penis responds to stimulation. And the most incredible thing is that this food is present in many supermarkets, but rarely does anyone explain its true power to you. The human body is like a machine, and its intimate performance directly depends on the fuel you put into it. There is no point in wanting potency, growth, or sexual satisfaction if your body is inflamed, intoxicated, or malnourished. It's like trying to race a car that has a tank full of mud. He just won't. The food I'm going to introduce you to here has the natural ability to stimulate a compound called L-arginine. This name may seem strange, but it is essential for the production of nitric oxide, a gas that dilates blood vessels and allows blood to enter the corpora cavernosa of the penis more easily. More blood, more pressure, more expansion, and over time, more visible results. But be careful, it's not enough to eat anything. We are talking about a powerful item that acts with precision on your vascular and reproductive system, including protecting your prostate. That food is pumpkin seeds. It seems too simple to be true, but science confirms it. It is rich in zinc, magnesium, and tryptophan, 3 nutrients that act directly on the production of testosterone, relaxing the smooth muscles of the penis and improving mood and libido. Men who include pumpkin seeds in their diet report not only greater firmness and volume during erection, but also more resistance during the act, a feeling of control, and general disposition. The method of consumption is very simple. You can crush the seeds and place them on top of food as a seasoning. You can mix it in juice. You can consume it as a snack between meals. The key is consistency. There's no point eating once a week and expecting a miracle. The body needs to understand that it is receiving a new pattern of nutrition, and this takes a few weeks. But the first signs usually appear quickly. One of them is waking up more energetic, with spontaneous erections in the morning, and a feeling of more energy even in simple tasks of the day. This food also has an anti-inflammatory effect, which is essential for prostate health. An inflamed prostate can compress the urethra, make an erection difficult, and even cause pain during sex. But when you take care of your prostate with smart eating, you are shielding yourself against these problems that bring down so many men after the age of 40. And it doesn't matter your age. The sooner you start, the greater the benefits will be. Now stop for a moment and reflect. What have you been doing every day that, without realizing it, could be sabotaging your own pleasure? Are you giving your body what it needs to function at its best? Or are you just following the automatic routine, accepting tiredness, discouragement, and low self-esteem as if it was something normal at your age? This is not normal, and you don't have to accept less than you can be. When a man understands that health starts with what he puts on his plate, everything changes. Life changes. The relationship changes. Confidence returns. And this directly impacts the way your partner looks at you. She feels your return, feel your presence, and her body responds to that. Intimacy is reborn. the connection deepens, and pleasure stops being an obligation and becomes a reunion. If this content is making sense to you, if at some point you thought, why didn't they tell me this before? Then I want to invite you to be part of this community. Here we talk about intimate health from man to man with respect, truth, and real solutions. Subscribe to the channel now and activate the bell. There's still a lot to show you. And before we go any further, leave it here in the comments. I want to change my health from the inside out, or I'm going to start with pumpkin seeds today. This will show me that you are committed to your health, your virility, and your self-esteem. Now I'm going to reveal to you a technique that doesn't depend on breathing or food, but that stimulates penile expansion through heat and the activation of deep tissues that almost no one knows about. There is a way to stimulate penile growth and erection rigidity that does not require physical effort, dietary changes, or deep breathing. It is a silent, discreet, and extremely effective method that acts directly on the deepest tissues of the intimate region, activating circulation and favoring the natural expansion of the corpora cavernosa. And all this happens through heat. But it's not just any heat. It's heat applied strategically, with the aim of increasing the elasticity of internal tissues, relaxing hidden muscular tensions, and facilitating blood flow like never before. It's as if you are preparing the ground for your body to respond with more strength, more volume, and much more performance. Many men live with the feeling that their penis is shrinking, getting smaller over time, and in part, that is true. It turns out that with a sedentary lifestyle, stress, the accumulation of toxins, and poor circulation, the tissues in the intimate region lose elasticity. The vessels become more rigid, the muscles lose tone, and the blood simply cannot fill all the available space. The consequence of this is a weaker, shorter erection and a reduced visual appearance, even if the structure is healthy. What this method does is restore lost flexibility, softening the internal layers so that the blood can return to occupy all the spaces naturally, as it happened in youth. You can do this with a simple warm towel. Simply heat water to a comfortable temperature, moisten the towel, wring out the excess, and apply it directly to the pelvic area and around the penis, being careful not to burn the skin. The ideal is to maintain the heat for around 5 to 7 minutes in a relaxed position, sitting or lying down, focusing on feeling the heat gently penetrating. At this point, you can massage with light, circular movements using your fingertips and a natural oil such as olive oil or coconut oil. This touch is not to excite, but to activate the base muscles, wake up inactive vessels, and gently expand the tissues. The effect is immediate. The area warms up, relaxes, and the volume begins to stand out. But the real impact comes with repetition. When you apply this technique every day, the body begins to understand that it is being stimulated to grow. And since the body is intelligent, it responds. Within a short time, many men report not only a real increase in the apparent length of their penis, but also a stiffness that they have not experienced in years. And all of this without any type of risk, without depending on chemicals, without exposure, and with total control. This heat, in addition to activating expansion, also helps prevent inflammation. A well-irrigated pelvic region is less likely to develop pain, discomfort, and problems such as prostatitis. Men who suffer from urinary discomfort, pain when ejaculating, or a feeling of pressure in the bladder often have a hidden sign that the prostate is inflamed. And when heat is used therapeutically, it even helps with these symptoms, improving not only sexual performance, but male health as a whole. A daily touch of care for your body does more than improve your appearance. It creates a new kind of relationship between you and your own masculinity. You stop feeling like a hostage to age, stress, or failure, and you begin to understand that, yes, it is possible to regain control of your virility. And when you start taking care of yourself with this level of attention, your wife notices. She notices the details in the way you touch her. No more confident look, as long as you can maintain. And this intimate change transforms the relationship. Her gratitude comes naturally because she feels like you're back to who you were, or even better than before. Now that you understand how heat can be your ally, I want to propose a challenge. Try this technique today. Try it for a week and observe the changes. And if this makes sense to you, I want to invite you to leave a comment here. But not just any comment. Comment like this: I chose to take care of myself and reconnect with my virility, or the heat works, and my wife has already noticed. This will show me that you are truly committed to your intimate health, your self-esteem, and your relationship. Your fresh start may just be beginning. Today you discovered 3 natural, safe, and affordable methods that can transform your intimate life, restore your confidence, and reignite the spark in your relationship. Do not ignore this call. Your men's health, your prostate, your performance, and your happiness deserve attention. If you've made it this far, it proves you're willing to change. Now I want to invite you to take the next step. Subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and continue following our content. And tell me in the comments, I made it to the end because I want real results. I want to know who is really committed to your evolution. And remember, in the pinned comment, there is a complete playlist with everything you need to take care of your body and surprise those next to you. Watch now and get ready for the results.